So everyone is talking about the U.S.-China trade dispute this week. In fact, it's been the reason for the massive slide on Monday and Tuesday, and this morning seesaw steady trade that's just a little bit higher. And now I get a lot of mail and messages that say, James, can you explain this? James, can you explain that? Well, this is my opportunity to explain to you why the U.S.-China trade dispute not only moved the markets to start the week, but why it will also dominate the headlines all the way into this weekend. Now, U.S. stocks, they dropped this week after President Donald Trump on Sunday sent out a tweet that appeared to crush hopes that the U.S. was nearing a trade deal with China. The president, he announced, or threatened, depending on your stance, to impose 25% tariffs on an additional $325 billion of Chinese goods this Friday. This came as a shock to many as over the last few weeks, whether it was Steven Mnuchin, Larry Kudlow, Robert Lighthizer, the press was continually told that both nations are near a deal and working on the final steps and ironing out the final 10%. Now, after weeks and months of seesaw news reports and recent trade deal optimism, President Donald Trump's tweet threw everyone off. And then the White House doubled down on Monday after Robert Lighthizer, he's the top U.S. official on trade, he confirmed the increase will come if an agreement is not made before Friday. So obviously, the market's in full tank mode on the news. Add in Tuesday's various reports that Chinese Vice Premier Liu He would cut his visit short and maybe not even show up at all. And Reuters reporting Chinese trade officials backtracked on key aspects of a trade deal draft. Well, let's just say that the 7% odds that Liverpool had of beating Barcelona, that looked a lot more favorable. But just this morning, Wednesday morning, just like Liverpool, it looks like there's some hope. And that hope came from who else? The president and his tweets. In response to an earlier tweet that explained why President Trump believes China backed away from the negotiating table, a tweet where he said China's attempted renegotiation is on the sincere hope that if a Democrat is elected president in the 2020 election, the Chinese will continue to rip off the United States for years to come. President Donald Trump almost immediately tweeted a happy response tweet to that, stating that China has just informed us that they, the vice premier, are now coming to the U.S. to make a deal. We'll see, but I'm very happy with over $100 billion a year in tariffs filling U.S. coffers. Great for the United States, not good for China. That's the president's tweets. And that's where we are right now. The U.S.-China trade talks are on. The White House and China's vice premier will be meeting. And the question now is, can the White House be like Liverpool and pull off what was once considered impossible in the beginning of the week and work out a deal? Are we going to see this U.S.-China trade deal by this weekend? I guess we're going to have to wait and find out. For Modern Wall Street, I'm James Swinney.